Mhm. Mhm. Yes, respected dear youngsters, welcome one more day. Today's day is 433 days that we are together in trying to open up the knowledge that's there in Gita, given to all of us by the Lord for our own bettering our lives, living outer inner. Congratulations for being regular. Thank you for giving me the opportunity and wishes and prayers that you will never leave this path of studying Shastras, empowering your intellects authentically regarding what for the life has to be lived, how it has to be lived. In our today's 2 minutes introduction, you can take it as a common sense thought as we used to do earlier is what key for your life. Take guidance from every and any resource required, but don't expect anyone to do anything for you. Take guidance, but don't expect others to do something for you. It is you who have to do for yourself. Huh? Some things like you can't take the drive the train, so the driver will be there. You cannot take off or land or fly the flight, so the pilot will be there. वो छोड़ो, वो तो ठीक है. You can't be a farmer, go and plow the land and grow the grains. उसे छोड़. But in other aspects of life where we have to do yourself, don't expect from others because they may not do, their doing will not be helping you and they may stop doing good. And we, by depending on them, just go on watching. I can, some things we have to be very careful that we only have to do in our life. For example, entire spiritual sadhanas, thousand gurus will teach you what to do, how to do, but among them one also cannot do it for you, which is it's not possible. Therefore, don't expect them to do. स्वामी जी आप मेरे लिए मेडिटेशन करो. मैं मेडिटेशन करूंगा बेटा लेकिन तुम्हारे लिए नहीं होगा वो मेरे लिए होगा तो तुमको करना है तुम्हारे लिए. These five things: taking food, taking medicine, taking rest, doing exercise, and taking bath, as well as doing all spiritual sadhanas. You have to do for yourself. Nobody else can do. So, too, in the life's management, it is you have to change to make your enemies also as friends. It is you have to change to make use of opportunities. है कि नहीं? So guidance you take from every source. Don't expect anybody to do anything for you. You do whatever you are supposed to do. है ना? Some things okay, चलो खाना वाना mother will make or husband will make for you if you are married, वो ठीक है. But generally क्या करते हैं ना हम, on the name of devotion we put everything on the God and you say भगवान please study for me, please appear for me interview, do something. Bhagwan gives dimag and gives opportunities. Using them, we have to work. Is it clear? Nobody can do anything for us because anything anybody can do have already done it. Now, if something has to be done to achieve, and somebody should do. It is you only who have to do, and what is to be done, you be clear in knowing it from our elders and guide, whoever they are. Clear? And always remember, never yield to non-performance. First thing in our life is the knowledge. First thing in the knowledge is should know that only when we die we have a right not to work. Till that time we have to keep on working. This we have exhaustively discussed in chapter 3 and all. Therefore I don't want to repeat it. But इतना तो याद करना जरूरी है कि die then only stop working. Therefore till dying keep on working. This is the first intellectual understanding. Because without working you won't get anything. Then comes second question, therefore what work I have to do. Then you understand, depending on the goal chosen and the path, exactly what which takes you on the path to reach the goal, that alone you will do. Anything contradictory to that path and goal you will not do. इतना कॉमन सेंस भी नहीं लेते हो तुम, फिर उम्र में बढ़ रहे हो भैंस की तरह. व्हाट इज द यूज बेटा टू यू एंड मी ऑल्सो. मैं भी अगर मुझे नहीं पता मेरा गोल क्या है और उसी के लिए जो करना है नहीं किया, उसका अपोजिट वाला करा, तो आई एम ऑल्सो बफेलो. डोंट इंसल्ट बफेलो ना. Therefore, understanding is the first thing. In that understanding, the first thing is you have to work. The second thing is what work to do depends on what goal you have chosen. In that, two things are do everything which helps you to walk on that path to each goal and avoid everything. You know, like work. For what you have to work? Goal is health. I want to be healthy. It's a goal. Understanding is what? I have to work. Without work, nothing is achieved. Now the question is what work to do? For that, you have to know what is the goal. We are giving an example goal of health. Now, when it is a health, then you have to know both the things what to do, what not to do. In that, what to do में कौन सा खाना चाहिए, कौन सा एक्सरसाइज करना चाहिए. What not to do, obviously कौन सा नहीं करना चाहिए, कौन सा पूरा तबीयत को बिगाड़ने वाला नहीं करना चाहिए. Excessive sleep, excessive unnecessary indulgences, they are destruction for the health. They destroy them. Therefore, avoid them. अंडरस्टैंडिंग है तो प्रैक्टिस करो यू रीच इट so to your study your career same principle gets applied be thorough in this don't depend on anyone clear now I can talk on that topic only for 4 hours but we are not using our or discussing our wisdom nowadays we are only studying the wisdom given to us by our shastras lord krishna whatever we little have that's also from shastra only welcome like every day today also four things general chanting then rudram will be do the seventh anuvaka Geetha in the 11th mantra the 17th and 18th values we try to understand today then we'll conclude our surya pratah smaranam with the phala shruti okay let us start om 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 sahana bhavatu sahanau bhunaktu सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः संकल्प ओम शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते अस्याम शुभतौ ममोपात्त समस्त दुर्दक्षे द्वारा श्री परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः समस्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता अनुग्रह द्वारा उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से ऐंदव वैदिक संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कंकणवद् अस्माकं सह समस्त भक्त साधक सेवक आचार्याणां गुरूणां संस्थानां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधना प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां समस्त युवानां च भगवद्गुरूणाम् अनुग्रहेण संकल्पित सत्कर्म से दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये भगवद्भक्ति भागवत भक्ति ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता भक्ति गुरु भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति सनातन भक्ति भारत माता भक्ति माता पितृभक्ति धर्म भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थंच श्री रुद्र प्रश्न चमक प्रश्नांतर्गत सप्तमोन्वाकस्य त्रिवारं पारायणं गीता त्रयोदशोऽध्यायस्य त्रयोदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणमध्ययनं श्री सूर्यनारायण स्वामिनः प्रातस्मरण श्लोकानां पारायणम् अर्थाविष्करणं च आदौ रुद्र चमक प्रश्न पारायणं सेवेंथ अनुवाक 3 times it is little smaller ॐ अथ रुद्रः प्रश्नः चमकः प्रश्नः सप्तमोऽनुवाकः ॐ अगंशुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मेधाभ्यश्च मेधिपतिश्च म उपागंशुश्च मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थी च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतुग्रहाश्च मेति ग्राह्याश्च म ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीव्रतश्च मे आर्योजनश्च मे अगेन अगंशुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मेधाभ्यश्च मेधिपतिश्च म उपागंशुश्च मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रति प्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रञ्च मे मन्थी च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्व देवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च म ऋतुग्रहाश्च मेति ग्राह्याश्च म ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे हार्योजनश्च मे once more अगंशुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मेधाभ्यश्च मेधिपतिश्च म उपागंशुश्च मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रति प्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थी च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतु ग्रहाश्च मेति ग्राह्याश्च म ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे हार्योजनश्च मे ओम शांति शांति शांति. Over. Second program. Now the third one, Bhagavad Gita. So you are familiar. Gita is from Mahabharatam, Bhishma Parvam, 25 to 42 chapters in the book. And the context, Lord Krishna taught Arjuna in the Yuddha Kshetra, when Arjuna got lost in his confusion, not only regarding Yuddha, but the whole life. Therefore, required for the Yuddha and for the entire life. Entire wisdom Bhagavan was going on sharing every of the chapter, titling in such a manner that that content is required systematically. So Vishada Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Atma Samyama Yoga, Karma Shatkam. Then Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Akshara Parabrahma Yoga, Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, Vibhuti Yoga, Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Bhakti Shatkam. Then we have started the Jnana Shatkam a month back or 20 days back. We are having seen Kshetra Kshetrajna told by the God, which is to be again and again remembered, contemplated. Before telling us what is Gneya, Bhagavan started telling us the values to be practiced to become inside qualified for receiving the Jnana which Bhagavan is going to give us. 20 values. When these values are practiced, we become qualified for the higher knowledge. Our heart becomes purified and we are peaceful and happy inside. Such values, when practiced outside, the world will love us, the world will trust us. We become successful in the world outside. Life becomes fulfilled. Values are like petrol in a vehicle. When you put petrol, everything, the engine will work, the steering, accelerator, clutch, सब चलता है. So to values से जीवन को भरोगे तो your outer duties will be successful, your life with the relatives will be successful, your own mind will be peaceful, you can be qualified to receive the knowledge from the gurus. Guru and God also bless you. You can study Shastra. Everything is possible with one life of values. Values and dharma, ये दोनों आपको हर जगह विजय देते हैं. Clear? So we have seen 16 or 16 values are done. 17, 18 if you do today, 19, 20 tomorrow will do. So they are from the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shlokas. 8th shloka, 9 values. 9 and 10, 11. 9 and 10, 11, 3 values. 9 plus 9, 18 हो गए. Last shloka, 2 values, 20. So 9, 3, 3, 3, 2. Okay, now we'll do that. Chanting of 8, 9, 10 shlokas. 11th one we do 2 times and see the values. Let us start. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगः अष्टम नवम दशम एकादश द्वादश श्लोकाः एकादश श्लोकाः श्री भगवानुवाच एतावत् ओम. Mm. Mhm. ॐ अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम् अहिंसाक्षान्तिरार्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचं स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम् अनहङ्कार एव च जन्ममृत्युजरा व्याधि दुःखदोषानुदर्शनम् असक्तिरनभिष्वङ्गः पुत्रदारगृहादिषु नित्यं च समचित्तत्वम् इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणे विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदे अगेन् मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणे विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदे अगेन् मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदि. These are the values. 18 so far chanted, 16 done. 16 done are what? Amanitvam, egolessness, adambitvam, hypocrisilessness, ahimsa, non-violence, kshanti, ability to forgive, arjavam, straightforwardness, acharyopasanam, serving the master, sthairiam, shaucham, purity inner and outer, sthairiam, and that stability on the goal chosen, atma vinigraha, the control of all our faculties. 9. Then the 10th one, Indriyarteshu Vairagyam. 11th one, Anahankara Evacha. 12th one, Janma Murtu Jaravyadi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. Then 13th one, Asaktihi Putradara Gruhadishu. 14th one, Anavishwangaha Putradara Gruhadishu. 15th one, Nityamta Samachittatvam Ishta Anishta Upabattishu. 15. Up to the 10th shloka. Now 16th shloka, 3 are there. In that, sorry, 11th shloka, 3 are there. 16th value is 17, 18 we have to do. And what is that 11th shloka? Mai chananya yogena bhaktiravyavicharini. So ananya yogena bhakti avyavicharini bhakti mai. In the Lord, bhakti, ananya yoga bhakti, avyavichara bhakti. तो वी सेड भक्ति मीन्स सेवा करना, डिस्टेंस कम करना, एक हो जाना, वो पाने के लिए जो करते हैं भक्ति है. नवधा भक्ति इज देयर, श्रवणम कीर्तनम इत्यादि. While doing that, the knowledge is what? Ananya Yoga. We have seen what are the three meanings of Ananya Yoga. There is nothing other than the God, one Ananyata. This God only I worship, second Ananyata. And that God is not apart from me, third Ananyata. This is called Ananya Yoga. Hmm. Hmm. And now, what it should lead to, when everything is God alone, there is nothing other than God, this should give a clear understanding to us. You know, when everything is God, there is nothing other than God, then anything other than a God, can you make it a goal? Think. We all make it. That is why we get disappointed. Everybody who made anything as the goal other than God, all of them got failure and disappointed. Contrastly, though number is very small, everybody who took the God as goal, they all reached that goal because the God is reality. Others are unreal. See, you are youngsters, but at this age only, if this clicks to you, know, you are the most intelligent. Keep this knowledge in the background and outside do your study, education, your higher jobs, your earning money. सब बाहर नाटक करो, अंदर be intact in your this spiritual knowledge. The Ananya Yoga is there is nothing other than God, Anya. भगवान से अन्य कोई नहीं, that's called Ananya. If that is the way, then your yoga, your goal will be God only, nothing else. That's called Maicha Ananya Yogena. Bhakti I explained already. What is the meaning of avyabhicharani? Ki, hmm, we have already seen avyabhicharani means unswerving, undeterring, unchanging, unmodifying, uncompromising. These are all called avyabhicharani. So feel the meaning of it first, then try to achieve it. To Lord Krishna with Ananya Yogena Avyavichara Bhakti I must have. I must be tuned to the Lord so much in doing seva to Him to become one with Him, in which I see God alone as goal because there is nothing other than Him. And in my bhakti, there is no vyabhichara. It is not reducing or distracted or forgotten or practices are not done. ऐसा कोई व्यभिचार नहीं है. That is the value number 16. Okay, that is enough. Yesterday also we discussed. Now today we go to the 17th value. What is it? Vivikta Desha Sevitvam. It is a value to be practiced. Vivikta Desha Sevitvam means going to the solitudes, secluded places. And those are the only places where we can destroy ourselves also, we can make ourselves also. So definitely Geetha will not tell you to do the Vivikta Desha Sevitvam sadhana to destroy yourself. Geetha is only to make yourself. है ना? गीता का उद्देश्य हमको अपने जीवन को बनाने के लिए, बिगाड़ने के लिए नहीं. ओके. So what is the Vivikta Sthana? Means that with Vivikta Desha means solitude and special place. So, uh, so what is the place when it is said Vivikta Desha? Vivikta Desha has a direct meaning. Ki where which is secluded, lonely. But in the secluded places, lonely, there are good also, there are bad also. तो डज इट मीन तो विविक्त देश से तंग करके कृष्ण भगवान ने छोड़ दिया therefore we take it literally and go to all nonsense places of dirtiness and negativity? No. That is why to that we have to definitely add some more words to complete which sort of solitude. 5 6 things or 4 5 things you have to keep. First one is that place which is by nature divine but secluded. Swabhavataha, which is a good place. Second is what? By samskara, by naturally it is pure place, or somebody has cleaned it, therefore it is a place. So it should be vivikta sthana, but not impure. It is pure by nature or pure made. So that is the place we have to go to. Second is what? Vivikta desha hai. Doesn't mean therefore go to a jungle. Definitely there's a temple but fully open. And then samskar se अच्छा है. लेकिन all around that the poisonous snakes are there, terrible lions are there, tigers are there. Then वहाँ उनके breakfast बनने के लिए जाओगे क्या? Therefore, not an impure place, but pure place. So, to not an insecure place, but secured place. That is the place which is all alone we have to go. Generally, which are the places of that time? There are such people which are, yes, in the forest, near the kinara of the banks of the river, then definitely they are the temples. Temples which are at the banks of the rivers in the jungle. Etc. They are the Vivikta Desha Sthana. Which is well secured and it is by nature divine or made divine, purified by someone because every day the puja worship hota hai wahan. So to such places we have to keep on going there. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. So what is the need of going to that Vivikta Desha? Because only when we go to the solitude, that we are away from the things and beings. Therefore, to a great extent, the mind and intellect become calm and quiet. Simple logic: out of sight, out of mind. In the sight, in the mind. है ना? Is it very difficult to understand? Like you are in sight now in the class. Therefore, class is in your mind because you are not in the sight. What about your TV or eating or friends, etc.? In your mind now, not there because you are not in that sight. Now, after the class, you leave this class. Out of the class, you go. So the class is not in your sight. Therefore, from the mind also it goes away. But you go to such a site wherever that enters into your mind. So when you are around the objects, objects enter and create all the havoc of desires, etc. When you are amidst the people so many, then toward them you have liking, disliking, raga, dvesha. Your mind is such a disturbed one. So with such a mind, you can't even write a good poem, can't even conceive a story for a movie, not even do your an academic education. How can you think of contemplating on God? Which will be the subject dealt after this topic when Bhagavan is going to tell us about the Jnaya Vastu. Because out of 6 questions, Prakriti Purusha, Kshetra Kshetrajna, Jnana Jnaya. Kshetra Kshetrajna is told this body is Kshetra and all the things from which the body came, all of that is Kshetra, including the mind and its modifications are Kshetra. And the one who knows it is called Kshetrajna. Kshetrajna is one without second. That was dealt. Prakriti Purusha will be discussed toward the end. In between, Jnanam Gnayam has to be told. So, for becoming qualified for the Gnayam, we are given these values as Jnanam to practice. Isn't it? Now, that knowledge given by the Guru, if it has to be received by us, how calm and quiet and peaceful the mind should be. And after receiving, also to contemplate deeply for its clear understanding, how much calm, quiet mind has to be. So that prasannata, the calmness and the quietness of mind, which is so very essential for any creative achievements, creative of all of them is the achievement of knowing the God. How do you achieve them? Up along with amanitvam se lekar, this is the most important sadhana, vivikta desha sevitva. Protect your mind because you understand actually tell you ना आपको बुरा लगेगा यंगस्टर्स हो मेरे को डांटोगे करो मेरे को क्या आई एम लाइक फादर ओनली तो करो हाउ डज मैन एवरी चाइल्ड स्कोल्ड्स हिज फादर I tell you in our life regarding our activities regarding our involvements with the objects regarding our interaction and friendship with people 90 to 93 95% is not required. Not only not required, it enters our bosom and creates such a havoc that the real 5% which is required, we devalue them. And the whole opportunities that are given to us by the Lord for our own success, progress, totally we go sidetracked from it. I can whom you have to serve your parents. But where is the time to you? बिकॉज सो मेरे बेवकूफ़ मिलके पूरे दोस्त लोग इधर उधर घूमकर ऐसे थक के आते हैं कि मदर इज लाइक ए सर्वेंट शी हैव टू कुक यू फेलो एंड गिव द फूड. Is it not happening? Is it required so much to have so many friends and involved in so many things? If you say yes, you are a nonsense. You are a non-thinker. You are a madman. You don't have value of the life. You don't know. You don't have any goal to achieve. You बेवकूफ हो तुम बस सीधी बात. You can't have time for your brothers, sisters. You can't have time to serve your grandparents. You don't have time for your own guru. You don't have guru only. खुद ही गुरु मानते हो. तुम्हारे दोस्त भी बोलते रहे गुरु इधर आ. शिष्य. I'm not telling don't have friend at all. One or two. Friendliness inside. What is natural? That's spiritual thought. One or two friends enough. अब इतने लोगों से करके and what topics you discuss? Should I what is the need of me revealing here in the sacred class of Gita? Except bhoga, except time pass, हाँ, on the name of masti, maskari, मजाक. तुम तो खुद को nobody can make you बेवकूफ. Do you know why? Nobody need to make. साहब जी, do you know? Nobody can बेवकूफ, make me बेवकूफ. I know बेटा कोई जरूरत ही नहीं. Isn't it? So what way you waste your time and energy and all? For example, when you are away from them, you see nothing is lost. For some time, because your attachment is hota hoga. Later, otherwise you are with peace only. The other fellow also is peaceful. He can do his work, you can do his work. Like that, all the nonsense friends, till they get married, they waste all time. एक बार शादी होती, responsibility of wife and children, तो उसका अपना जिंदगी, इसका अपना जिंदगी थोड़ा meaningful होता है. Or when they get a naukari, isn't it? They are required to be that done. Job is required, taking care of family is required. There's a God-given thing. In that there is joy, there is exhaustion of our vasana and prarabdha, there is inner purification. Isliye you have to go through all this gamut at right time. As you grow by the age of 50 or 60, finish all responsibility, become totally spiritual. For that only all these seeds of knowledge are given to you right now. My point is, Vivikta Desha Sevitvam. You know, we are just amidst the things which create so many desires. And as an example, घर में खूब खाया. Nicely food gave. My mother gave chapati. You ate 29 chapatis. There was rice also. You took properly 2 bowls. And sabji itna ek pura kattori. All that. Then while getting up from dining table going to your room, there you see some dabba of snacks kept. You don't need at all, but they are there. The moment you see them, चलो इसको भी चबाते हैं, इसको भी दबाते हैं, इसको भी लगाते हैं. Because you are there in the amidst the bhoga vastus. है ना? Suddenly you saw your grandfather, somebody watching TV. अब तुमको भी लगा, वो देख रहे हैं, मैं भी देखूंगा. Why should he be only बेवकूफ? मेरे को भी. Wasting time. Use it. So what is the idea? Go to a secluded place, free from the dangers of any dangerous animals, and free from all what do you say other impurities, pure and divine place, and give a chance to yourself for your own mind to become calm and quiet. In that calm and quiet mind only, you can conceive proper understandings, goals for your life. But here the topic is spirituality. In that quiet and calm mind only, the Guru's knowledge given by Guru, we receive it, we can contemplate on it, we can understand it, even you can do meditation and all. That is why the Rishis used to have the ashramas, etc., away from the cities and towns. So much so that the disabled can't even go some near place even to buy something to eat. जो आश्रम में मिला है वो खाओ बस. एंड वो भी लोग हैं 2-4, उनसे जो काम मिलके करना है उसके लिए जो बात करनी कर. अदर टाइम look within, find the inner calmness. With that calmness, focus yourself on your goal. Or else exposed to every object, every person, every temptation, and make a क्या कहते हैं dumping yard of our own mind. Now with that mind you want to achieve something in the world. With that mind you want to study Geetha and nothing will happen. Okay, just spend time in general only in the secluded divine places. Neither go to a place which is impure, nor go to the people who only trouble our mind. Don't go to the place where lot of objects are there for tempting you, though they are not required. You know, डिफरेंस बिटवीन है ना व्हेन यू नो व्हेन यू वांट समथिंग ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर कर दिया 4 आइटम आ गए अब खुद ही जाओ सुपर मार्केट ये 4 ही नहीं 40 खरीद के आओगे तुम बिकॉज उसको देखने के बाद लगता है कि डिजायर रिक्वायर्ड है जरूरी है डिजायर है आ जाता है ना वो गया ही नहीं उधर तो वेरी पक्का लाइफ में ना कभी दुकान जाओ क्या खरीदने लिस्ट बना के वही खरीद के आना बाकी देखकर फंसना नहीं सो टू लाइफ में फॉर व्हाट वी आर सेंट हियर वी मस्ट नो एंड डू ओनली दैट फंसना नहीं इस दुनिया में एक दुकान है बड़ा सा म्यूजियम है द मिलियन थिंग्स टू डू none of them are required for you should know what is required for you only that you have to involve else go on loading your mind with so many desires and all and with this you are born next time only to continue the same nonsense but then what about God what about Gneya Vastu what of the truth what of the reality what of the self behind everything don't you want to discover that subtlemost thing it is the most adventurous thing it is the real treasure hunt such a treasure once you gain it you're permanently blissful ये नहीं करना you are not a hero जीरो हो क्या तुम रियल हीरो वो है जो स्पिरिचुअल गोल लगाता है not a useless goals of the world that any buffalo can do. Not a fellow. Fellow means human being. Human being, how can he have any other goal other than God? Think about it. Real hero hai the spiritual person only is real hero. That is why the real people worship him. The other heroes are real hero. Only those who are entertaining useless fellow, they worship them. It is one art. That's it. And that also through that art, how much our minds are destroyed. अभिनय कर रहा है लेकिन क्या अभिनय कर रहा है हमारे मन में उसका क्या मिल रहा है यू बीइंग यंगस्टर्स इतना भी दिमाग नहीं है सड़े दिमाग मैं क्या करूं how can he be your hero who is taking out criminal movies every day and all negative and bad है कि नहीं अब आज देखा मैंने कल या गुटखा का जो भी ऐड दे रहे उनको हाई कोर्ट ने समन्स भेजा शोकाज नोटिस अब देखो एनीबॉडी हो इवन पीपल जनरल कोई भी है हमको किसी एक से पर्सनल मतलब नहीं हमको तो हमारे युवाओं को बचाना है their hearts have to be purified. They should be given the higher ambitions and goals. They have to be empowered in all aspects. They should be protected from all the downfall and negativities. And thus they evolve. Through them, the whole country, world evolves, not materialistically, spiritually. Materialistic evolution is destruction. देख रहे हो ना कितना मेटेरियल बढ़ रहा है उतना लाइफ स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लाइफ गिर रहा है स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग ग्रोइंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लाइफ फॉलोइंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग इज ऑल कंफर्ट स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लाइफ इज द सबस्टैंडर्ड माइंड इनसाइड गिर गए हो only lust and passion and greed. There's no love, there's no purity, there are no values, there's nothing called a devotion, there's no attitude of service. पशुतुल्य हो गया आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनम eat sleep procreate and are afraid of death and one day die every human is living like animals. You are given Geetha Gnanam by which spiritual goal is understood, social service goal is understood, your personality is made purified and empowered for that, and do it alone. Never get trapped into any of the traits by which you get destroyed or fallen. There is no ambiguity. All our Sanatana Dharma Shastras, whether it is a 1 lakh shloka Bhagavat Mahabharat ho, 18,000 Bhagavat ho, 24,000 Ramayana ho, 32,000 अध्याय योग वासिष्ठ हो 1,08,000 वाला स्कांद पुराण हो 90,000 वाला और एक all of them only teach the human beings how to evolve. The jnanam is given for our evolution. Without that, we only, with our own minds fancying, misguided by equal stupid fellows, we only fall down to animal and further down level. सोच लो बेटा तुम्हारी मर्जी. So every value is so valuable. So today we have seen the 17th value, Vivikta Desha Sevitvam. Place की बात है. It can be the time also. I know. Instead of up to night 2 o'clock gooming with all buffalo friends until 12 not getting up next day, best is what? Sleep by 8:39, morning 4 you get up and do your upasana japa and with that tired again daytime you take rest, it is better. Help the parents at home. Vivikta Desha is also Vivikta Kala. Time and place are interchangeable. So Vivikta Desha Sevitva means going to a secluded place of pure and divine atmosphere where your mind gets quieted. With the quiet mind, you can listen to the Guru and know the truth. You can do your own professional goals and planning. You can think about your own self when you are all alone, how wretched negative is the mind, how to remove them, how to bring the positive. In the hangama of being with the things and beings, these are all things you will never understand. Clear? Now the 18th one also we'll see today, little tomorrow. What is that? Arathir Jana Samsadi. Don't be a member of parliament. MP, Mahapapi. महापुण्यात्मा भी है महापुरुष भी है तो जन संसद में रति नहीं रखना जन संसदी सब संसद भवन करके आई जस्ट टोल्ड यू जन संसदी मीन्स इन द ग्रुप ऑफ accumulated people don't get interested don't try to be in the groups of people be with your own self if people are there some those who inspire you positively, encourage you positively. Okay? And here generally which Jana Samsadi? Who are absolutely raw, who are absolutely worldly, who don't have even as much good samskaras which you have. And those who are absolutely arrogant, careless, etc. Such people are called Jana. उनके संसदि में नहीं रहना, दुस्संग छोड़ देना बस. So those who don't have culture, those who have all the bad habits, those negatively charactered, those activities are such a destructive for themselves and the world. O Janake Samsadi means in the Samsarga, in the company of them, are ati disappointment, dispassion, non-interestedness, run away from them. And this is more important for you, the youngsters. Because for your study, you go to school, college, and tuitions. And when you get a job, this nation or that nation, you go. Which people are there around, we don't know. Which people are there around, we don't know. But whether we have in the attachment with them or we are in our own work, it is in our hands. All the four you remember when you are anywhere going on your job transfer world way. One first most important beautiful thing I tell you, then the bad ones. First beautiful is if there are good people, noble than you, values than you, character than you, conduct, zarur you should make them friends. Okay, same way, if the useless fellows are there with all bad habits of sleepiness, watching TV, eating non-veg, drinks, alcohol, उनको छोड़ना. Okay. Third point, when you are with those good people, learn from them. When you have avoided the bad people, when you are all alone, again there are two things. When you are all alone, think and plan and work for your success only. When you are all alone, don't destroy yourself. तो अच्छे लोग हैं तो जरूर मिलना, बुरे लोग हैं तो जरूर नहीं मिलना. अकेले में है तो जरूर फायदे का काम करना, अकेले है तो जरूर अपने आप को नाश करने वाले काम नहीं करना. This is most important to you. And mind you, only very few are there having good parents who gave them good samskaras. And then the most worst of the thing in the Kali Yuga, worst means worst is what? This stupid fellow is born into Brahmin family and got some samskar. That useless fellow also born in Brahmin family, he also got samskara. But when these two gadhe come together, no, instead of talking about those Brahmana samskara or values, both of them think about something wretched nonsense which is not fit for them. I took an example of Brahmana, but anybody for that matter. Your parents are dignified, you learn from them good. Others also, but both of you meet nonsense you are thinking. I to really object to this of you youngsters. Destroying each other. And to that, adding fuel to the fire is what? The atmosphere in which you work. The people also sometimes provisions. मैं कहता हूँ इन इंडिया हाउ मेनी आईटी कंपनीज देयर, एक भी आईटी गधा वर्किंग डिड ही आस्क हिज बॉस कि हमारे आईटी में कोई टेम्पल होना चाहिए, हम पूजा करेंगे. कैंटीन नहीं है तो उसके लिए डिमांड, बाथरूम है उसके लिए डिमांड करेंगे. ऑल यू आस्क व्हाट डिड एनीवन आस्क? Don't you want that? Did you ever ask, we want somebody to talk to us on values? Academics, some guest speakers you call, they talk to you about your subject matter. But don't you need to empower yourself in values, encouragement, inspiration in that? क्या आदमी की तरह नहीं जीना, भैंस की तरह ही जीना है. But neither you ask for it nor your boss. So we are all that way, living in a delusory world outside and inside. Then all material things will grow, but with all of them, we live worse than animals. And you discovered a TV, cell phone, very good, a human achievement. But with that, what are you doing? Living life worse than animals. कितना chaotic है देखो पूरा दुनिया. You are the youngsters. पूरा इसको पहले अंदर से चेंज करके become such great leaders. that set right all the nonsense done in the last 50 years. Why? All people like us useless. You set right everything and make a proper thing. सिस्टमैटिक बनाओ अपने खुद का भी सराउंडिंग्स का जिंदगी को भी all of that is hidden behind this vivikta desha sevitvam aratir jana samsaya. Never be consciously interested in the people who are absolutely negative, worldly, indulgent, dishonest, etc., non-working, lazy, escapists. इनके काम में कुछ ही दिन में सत्यानाश हो जाओगे तुम. नेवर. सीधा मुंह पे बोला यू हैव बैड हैबिट आई डोंट वांट टू बी योर फ्रेंड दैट्स इट. डोंट कम अंडर एनी ऑब्लिगेशन. नहीं तो पूरा बिगड़ जाओगे तुम. मैं तो कहता हूँ यू बोथ फ्रेंड्स बिकम सिनर्जी टू हेल्प ईच अदर इन ग्रोइंग इन अनफोल्डिंग इन ब्लॉसमिंग पॉजिटिवली इन वैल्यूज इन देशभक्ति in your loyalty honesty to the company where you are working in your spiritual outlook उसमें बढ़ना है. ना दोनों मिलके और भी भोगी बन गए. दो योगी मिलकर भोगी बन गए. अरे बेवकूफ. भोगी दो मिलकर योगी बनना चाहिए. Individually, you are a yogi. When you meet other bhogi, then you become rogi. Then ghee, go on crying throughout life. So I am giving you an ideas of each of the value. You think about them. You make your own notes exhaustively of each value. 10 points होना चाहिए. What is the value? Its meaning. Why it should be practiced. Benefits. What are the losses if it is not done? At what level you are now? So among them, what is to be avoided? What is to be done? ऐसा exercise करो on the notebook. Then practically करे. Then come out to be a person of values. Everybody has a goal. I'll become doctor, lawyer, engineer. ये तो बनाओ. You are a professional goal, but have this goal also. I want to be a person of values. I want to be a person of devotion. I want to be a person of spiritual knowledge. Why not? My dear youngsters, it adds to your glow and beauty, and the next life it will be guiding you in a further divine manner. कोई नहीं बता रहे तुमको क्योंकि कोई करने को खुद ही डरते हैं, करते भी नहीं. So you will question them. That's why they are afraid of telling. Or they have to also be bhoga because they are also bhogi. Why don't your parents and grandparents have guts to tell you? They are more useless than you. Ruthless I am to tell this. Whatever you feel. Fact होता है. So listen, learn, understand, practice these values, master them, and such you, thousands in number, be the leaders. अदरवाइज सेल्फिश बनते हैं या भोगी बनते हैं या टेररिस्ट बनते हैं मिसगाइडेड. See that in all those Islamic countries, how they teach the terrorism to the youth, that you tie a belt and you die and kill others also. राक्षस है वो. हम तो ये नहीं बताएंगे. मैं तो कहता हूँ सब जियो और जीने दो. You live and let others live materially, comfortably, and helping each other spiritually. If you can't help spiritually, you do your own spirituality, whether you are Hindu or whatever. अपना करके तरक्की करो. उसमें कोई वो एक दूसरे का दूसरे रिलीजन से कोऑर्डिनेट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. There will be lot of contradictions. But you as Hindus, you are saying together make a group and study and grow. उनको अपना करने दो. Spiritually, materialistically also help each other, and जितना जरूरत है उतना create and share करो. Don't become slave to it. Don't become enemy to each other because of that. That's why every father is a stupid who earns lot of money, leaving it behind for his sons to fight with each other. कम से कम अर्न करो, दे दो उनको, उनको पढ़ाई करके नौकरी दिलाओ. In all families you see, where the poor parents brought out the brothers, children, they live together all life. In the families where rich parents brought out the children, brought up, they will fight with each other because of property. ऐसे बहुत सारे चीजें बताने को. Exceptions are always there. Anything what we say, one or two exceptions will be there. It is always there standing. Don't ask me a question on the basis of exception. No, Swamiji, my parents are so rich, they gave us filthy money. Still, we brothers don't fight. That is exception. But in general, values, spirituality, serving the world in this way. And in this, everything clear on our samajhdari, not in ambiguity. When you Take time, give time, contemplate, then the clarity starts coming. What is said by Vivikta Desha Sevitvam? What is said by Aratir Jana Samsadi? When you give time and contemplate, understanding will come, then you can picturize in the mind. When you are in the rati or company of all the negative people, slowly how their negative habits come to you, and from your pristine stage, what you are now, how you fall and destroy. So too, when you go to Vivikta Desha, have a divine place, how your mind becomes calm and quiet, then you become creative. You can know about your talents, abilities. खुद को सोचो एक एक वैल्यू का क्या कल बाकी हम देखेंगे दोनों so with that the values will be over the jnanam will be over then the gnayam will be taught to us by Lord Krishna. It will be a subtle topic. Let us see. Ha ha. मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदि. Friend, sir, Surya Prata Smarana, 3 shlokas we done. Only Valashruti is there. We left it for today. We do it. Ki shlokatrayamidam bhano. Of Bhanu, Lord Surya, these 3 shlokas. Prata kale pathe tuyaha. Whoever gets up early morning and does the chanting, Sasarva vyadhi nirmukta. He will be freed from all diseases. Okay, it's a technical disease. The physical diseases are Jara Roga Mrutyu. The Pranamaya diseases are extreme hunger and thirst. Manomaya diseases are the misery and confusion and delusion. Intellectual diseases are either wrong knowledge or no knowledge. The disease of the ego is arrogance. All those vyadis you will be freed from if you everyday chant this Surya Prata Smarana 3 mantras. This is one result of elimination of negative. Positively, param sukham avapnuyat. You will have the extreme highest sukha. Highest sukha is there only in knowing yourself to be the infinite self. Both of them will come when you every day chant this mantra. Okay. इति श्री सूर्य से प्रातः स्मरणम. पढ़ो एक बार. ओम अतः श्री सूर्य नारायण स्वामिनः प्रातः स्मरणम. ओम ॐ प्रातस्मरामि खलु तत् सवितुर्वरेण्यं रूपं हि मण्डलमृचोऽथ तनूर्यजूंषि सामानि यस्य किरणाः प्रभवादिहेतुं ब्रह्माहरात्मकमलक्ष्यम् अचिन्त्यरूपं प्रातर्नमामि तरणिं तनुवाङ्मनोभिः ब्रह्मेन्द्रपूर्वकसुरैः नुतमर्चितं च सृष्टिवृष्टिप्रमोचनविनिग्रहहेतुभूतं त्रैलोक्यपालनपरं त्रिगुणात्मकं च प्रातर्भजामि सवितारम् अनन्तशक्तिं पापौघशत्रुभयरोगहरं परञ्च तं सर्वलोककलनात्मक कालमूर्तिं गोकण्ठबन्धनविमोचनम् आदिदेवं श्लोकत्रयमिदं भानोः प्रातः काले पठेत्तु यः स सर्वव्याधिनिर्मुक्तः परं सुखमवाप्नुयात्. इति श्रीसूर्यस्य प्रातस्मरणस्तोत्रम्. So how many we have done? Parabrahma Pratasmarana we did. Vishnu we saw. Rama we saw. Shiva we saw 4. Then Ganesha we saw 5. Surya we saw 6. Devi is there. There are 3 shlokas. Or only 2. Let us do them. Tomorrow day after. After that हनुमान जी का भी हम देखेंगे और 1 2 4. Lastly, all Bhagavad Bhaktas. There are 2 3 shlokas of making us remember great devotees and knowledge jnanis of our Sanatana Dharma. Early morning remembering them is always inspirational. Okay, thank you, beta. Good, we have done the Surya Prata Smaranam completed in the values 17th, 18th we saw Geetha. Then we did our Rudram chanting 7th Anuvak of the Chamaka Prashna, and before that our regular chants. Thank you for your presence. God bless you all. I love you all. My prayers for you all to really become an asset for yourself and the world at large. Every speaker has own way to speak. This is my way. But heart in heart, in the heart, nothing but that pure love for you. And you grow outside and spiritually and become a cause of the growth and integration of the whole universe. That is the only sole aim and prayers and intentions behind having all these classes. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Yes, right. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांति मापनुयात् शांतो मुच्येत मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. See you tomorrow morning, evening, lots of classes going on. Inform your elders, they can join. We have in our abcdivine.com website around 5,700 satsangs on so many textbooks. Most of them are in English, some are in Hindi, few are in Telugu. So just go through it, forward it to your friends, relatives, introduce them. So whenever you get the time, you can listen, you can make them listen. Thank you.